check this out. 3400 to 3410, as mentioned in my video yesterday, has proven again to be a strong resistance level. So there's definitely potential short entry upon rejection at the 3400, where we see there are 5 bars, the 5 hourly bars showing rejection. So did you catch any movement to the downside? If not, definitely check out my trade review section, where I have the pullback trading and also the reversal trading right at this level. Alright, so do watch out for that. Hi, my name is Ming Jong and welcome to another episode of the daily market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures for the session of 20th of October. In this video, I'm going to share with you the market recap from yesterday's session and also my trade review in the 3 minutes time frame. I will cover the entry, the exits, and also the rationale behind. And going forward, I will definitely share my trading plan for the session later, together with the levels that I'm watching in the current market outlook section. Alright, so let me just get started. So first of all, let me get back to the daily time frame and let's talk about what's happening yesterday. So as we can see here, yesterday we have another push down with still a relatively high supply level. And despite that, we do not have a lot of the movement to the downside, but still there is not much lift to the upside either. So definitely you can see in this candle, which is a relatively small candle, and we have a tail from either side. And today's candle just opened down and also continue to test the support level at the lower part. So let me just get into the hourly time frame and you can notice a lot more detail from the hourly time frame. So first of all, just prior to the US opening session, so that's about 9:30 p.m. my time zone, we have seen that, so previous day we have a relatively sharp sell-off and followed by a recovery, and eventually during the Pullbacks period, the Asian and also the London European session, we have seen this kind of the grinding up movement. So if you recall in my video yesterday, I do talk about potential short entry because 3400 level to 3410 is definitely the strong resistance, as we can see it here. So that actually coincides with this breakdown bar. So this week rally up barely just touched the 3410 and then followed by a failure right at the opening. And you can see that subsequently we have relatively good volume during this churning session, where there is no movement to the upside and also no commitment to the downside either. But certainly that shows that 3400 level is a good level or strong resistance level. So definitely eventually right after it shows the inability to rally up, and the last hour bar at about 3 a.m. MI time zone, we can see the market just gave up and closed lower. So right after the cash market close, and we have seen this kind of the movement to the downside and followed by a very weak rally during the Pullbacks period today. And right now we see a breakdown. So this is another low created. So we just broke down from this low. Alright, so let me just get to the 3 minutes time frame and let me show you how I actually trade the pullback and also a reversal trade right at the resistance zone at 3400 level, because this is the levels that I have been watching from yesterday. So definitely this is a very good level. So first of all, let me give you a bit of the context. So this is the 9:30 p.m. MI time zone where the US market opens, and just prior to the US opening, we have seen this Pullback session. So this pretty much just consolidate or in this slightly upsloping trading range, and we've seen quite a few touches here and also at the support as well. But eventually it just kind of break down and created the sign of weakness at the US opening session. So you can see that right at this opening session, we have seen this breakdown bar and then followed by a bit of the churning. So pretty much is very clear. So this downswing here just represents as a subtle weakness and followed by a weak rally up, barely just tested the support turn resistance level. So this is pretty much a textbook style trading. So if we just look at the horizontal support, 3400 to around 3410. So I talked about this in my video yesterday. So this is definitely the resistance zone, and right after this sign of weakness followed by a weak rally pullback, and here is my entry. So pretty much I just rely on this 3400 level, and my entry was just after the close of this bearish bar. So if we just pay a closer look here, the reason that I entered the trade, apart from relying on the 3400 level as the resistance zone and also the context of breaking down of the support level, we can see that, so this is the opening bar, and next to two bar after the opening bar, so this is third bar, we can see this is a rejection tail, despite that it's presented as a green volume. So we can see there's certainly some supply come in and shows strong rejection, and subsequently this rally actually just take out the prior high here. So you can see that there is an increase of the volume, just take out of the previous high as shown it here, and subsequently we just close a bit lower. So certainly this is not a good sign. Despite increasing of the volume, we just not able to overcome the immediate swing high, and that followed by the reversal bar. So I just using this 2 bar as my reversal bar. So right after the close of the second bar, I just enter the trade. So initially I thought that I could just ride a strong down wave to the downside, but you can see that there isn't much commitment to the downside. In fact, let me just zoom in a bit here. I just use my trailing stop, and that actually stopped me out right here. And I think the timing is relatively good because this is a spike of the volume with the climatic of the movement to the downside. So this is the place where we can see a technical rebound. So here comes the technical rebound that take me out, so got stopped out, and that give me a reward to risk ratio of about 1.4, which is not too bad. And subsequently we have seen a comeback, so we have seen another rally back to test the downswing. So that comes with relatively decent volume, but take a look at this 2 bar. So I want you to focus on this 2 bar because it actually shows the effort versus results. So these 2 bullish bar have a very similar volume. So similar volume, similar effort to push the price to the upside. So look at the results here. So the first candle results is relatively big spread and close at a high. And look at the second candle. So with a similar effort like the volume here, so what we have is actually a very small candle, smaller candle compared to the previous candle. And in terms of the progress to the upside, we have seen a rejection tail, and also the distance travel is also a lot shorter. So in terms of the results, what we have is a bearish results. So that actually suggested the presence of supply right here. So that actually presents another short opportunity to me. So what I actually need is this kind of the reversal bar. So right after the close of this bearish reversal bar, I just enter short right here. But you can see that the trade doesn't really work out nicely. We have seen 2 bars down followed by another upswing. Luckily it didn't create a higher high, not taking out my stop here, but we have another attempt to the downside, and this is where I actually close and exit the trade. Why? Very simple. Definitely see a spike of the volume and another effort versus results trade. We have seen the effort increase. Look at this bar here. We've seen effort increase to the downside, and with increasing volume, increasing supply, yet what we have is actually a smaller spread compared to the previous bar, smaller spread, and we have seen a demand tail here. So the commitment to the downside, or the distance traveled to the downside, is a lot shorter compared to the previous bar. So definitely that suggested that demand come in at this bar. So right at the close of this bar, I just exit my short trade. You can see that the reward to risk ratio wasn't great, definitely less than 1, it's only about 0.7, but still I think is a good place to exit the trade, because subsequently you can see we have a strong upswing and then followed by another swing down, upswing, downswing. So pretty much in a trading range. So these are the only 2 trades that I had for the US session yesterday. So if you stay around, and definitely there are still quite a few trades, like right after this upswing tested the 3400 level, then here comes another downswing, and here comes another upswing, tested the 3400 again, and then followed by a downswing. So it's just a buy low sell high, or sell high buy the low. So pretty straightforward trade. Alright, so this is the trade review section, and let me get down to the 1 hour time frame, and let's talk about the current market condition. So far, yesterday I talked about the rejection from the resistance zone at 3400 level. So here we have a rejection, and then eventually we have this kind of the weakness show up, and subsequently the Pullbacks period also confirmed the weakness, because just look at the weak rally. So right after the sell-off, so we have the sell-off at about 4 AM my time zone, and also continuation to the downside, tested the swing low here, and the recovery is very weak. So look at the distance travel. So it's a very shallow flag, and then eventually it just broke down, and currently just have another comeback, testing this breakdown bar at probably around 3360. So definitely not a good sign. So let me just get down to the daily time frame. Let's have an overview. So the big picture, let me just zoom out a bit. So this is the big picture here. Right after the COVID-19 sell-off, we formed a low in March, subsequently started a great rally up, and then eventually we have consolidation, breaking out, climatic run up, followed by a change of character. So during this change of character in September, that already defined the trading range here. So we are still in a larger trading range from 30, I think that's 3200 to around 3600 level. So that is the trading range that we are currently in. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if the price just drift down and test the swing low at 3200 level, because it's still within this big trading range. And another possibility is it probably if the market is strong enough, then it probably can test the intermediate support level at around 3300 level, and subsequently maybe it can just form this sort of the hinge or the symmetrical triangle or the apex formation, and that could just go into the US election, and we'll just need to see if there is a spike of the volatility, and maybe we can see some kind of the big movement down followed by another up move, maybe form a kind of the hammer during the election, and then we can go up from there. So anyway, in terms of the daily chart, it just wasn't looking that bearish yet, because we still have at least 2 levels to watch. One is at around 3300 level, the other is the swing low at 3200. So that also coincides with the previous support level. So previous resistance level now become the support at around 3200 level. So anyway, we still have this trading range formed as the last line of the defense. So let me get back to the hourly time frame and let's talk about the trading plan. So I talk about potential continuation to the downside. So in terms of the immediate support level, 3300 to probably 3320. So as I mark it up, you can see we have quite a few touches here. So this kind of the support level could probably hold. 3300 to 3320 is the first level that I'm watching, and subsequently if this fail, then definitely we'll go back to test the 3200 level. And in terms of the trading plan for the session later, I think so far I'm still looking at the breakdown bar. So we have seen this breakdown last hour. So here is the breakdown. So let me just see how it can actually resolve from around 3360 level. So if there is a rejection at around 3360, then it's probably going to be a good short entry to ride on the continuation to the downside. Otherwise, if we're looking for long, then definitely I think the support level at around 3300 level could be a good level to watch, because just take a look at this. We have quite a few interaction at this level, 3300 level. So just pay attention to 3300 to 3320. So should the price come back, maybe it can possibly bounce up from here. So that could become a good long entry upon the reversal confirmation. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from the video. And if you'd love to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that show on the screen, and do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get instant notification of my future video ideas. So as usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestions or questions, feel free to comment below. I will definitely reply to you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.